And hey, so welcome guys. As you can see, I had to take a moment to pull myself together because we can't be on camera looking like that, okay? So first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me here on my crazy, wonderful, what is sure to be an experience YouTube channel. So first of all, I want to start off by introducing myself. My name is Siobhan, for those of you that don't know me. I go by the name of Jay, and the reason why it took me so long to get to YouTube is because as a creative person, I wasn't sure what I wanted to say, and I wasn't sure if people really wanted to listen. And throughout this journey of like me being in broadcasting school, shout out to Illinois Media School for accepting me and putting me under their wings. And throughout broadcasting school and throughout my journey with really getting to know myself and getting in tune with myself, I decided that I don't really care what you people want to hear because I'm going to put it out there. For you that like it, thank you, love it, support it. And for those of you that don't, I'm sorry, I don't really give a damn because guess what? You're still watching, which is a viewer for me. Thank you. So that's kind of that. I grew up on the west side of Chicago, for those of you that know me. I'm west side till I die. And throughout kind of my younger years, I moved to Evanston. When I went to high school, I went to Loyola Academy. Shout out to my Ramblers. And then I ended up going to DePaul University. A little bit about me. I studied in college, I studied business. And then my one true love throughout my entire life, though, I always wanted to be the person that was on TV, telling the story and getting people in tune to what was happening. As you can see, I'm into makeup. This is something I recently started about 2 years ago is when I really got into it and I really got comfortable with myself. Again, it was another part of me finding myself. And God, what else do you guys want to know? Let's see what's important. I came out after high school. And the funny thing is, if you go to my website, blackmanblackpurse.com, you'll see like my full story. But the funny thing about it is like, I never truly had a coming out story unlike other people. I just started to naturally become myself and be more comfortable with who I am. And really started to find myself when I started college, and it was a little crazy. For me, I think I started to know I was different at the senior year of high school, but I really wasn't sure like exactly what I was feeling because throughout middle school and high school, when I would talk to my sister, my mom, they'd be like, oh, hey, like, who are you taking to this thing? And I'd be like, oh, this girl I knew, Johnny, if you're watching this, I still love you because you were always my pretend girlfriend no matter what. It was like, Janique is my girlfriend, and I don't think anyone ever believed me, because I didn't believe myself when I said it, but it was kind of so me keeping this protectiveness around myself, and that was one thing that kind of kept me from coming out. But then senior year of high school, people started to accept me for me. I think the first person that I truly came out to was my best friend Jasmine, and I told her I think I like guys, and she's like, duh. And so from then on, it was just like a hot ass mess between me and her. And so from that moment, from the person, from one of the closest people in my life, and she accepted me for me, I think that allowed me to open up even more and more, to where your girl's doing makeup over here, talking about your girl in fourth person now. And I've just become into who I am. And I think that's something that's beautiful, and I just wanted you guys to know that, because to understand me is to understand my journey and understand where I came from. So that's why I decided to share that with you guys. But other than that, let's talk about this whole coronavirus thing, okay? A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but recently I just got furloughed. And for those of you that work in retail and that work in business, period, you should know the term furloughed. So what that means is I was temporarily laid off. I was temporarily laid off of my job. And now technically I have to file for unemployment, or with my company, they had a little bit of a loophole to where you can use your paid time off, but I don't think you can accrue anymore. It's all a little bit of a haze for me because I recently just found out this news. And when I tell you, it threw me for a whirlwind. I'm not lying. I don't know, like, what came over me. All of a sudden, I was panicking. And it's because I started off in retail when I was 18. When I started off in college at DePaul, I started off in retail. And I've always wanted to do retail because of my sister. My sister is one of my biggest inspirations. Shout out to LaTanya. Love you, boo. But my sister is one of my biggest inspirations. And throughout her journey of her going through all these stores, from Lincolnwood to a top 10 store in a company, and her still tackling on the world and being the strong, independent woman that she is, and raising 2 kids and taking me on at one point and raising me as if I was her own, but still treating me as her brother. It literally inspired me, and it made me want to be just like her. So that's when I decided I wanted to get into retail, and retail was my career. And I love it. And so that all kind of leads me back to this journey right now. But when I got the notice from my company that they were laying us off temporarily until this pandemic really passes over because they don't know what's going to happen, then it really had me take a moment. It had me take a moment and look and reflect on myself, because retail has been my life throughout, like, everything. Like, throughout me being in school, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a store manager. Eventually I'm gonna be running a zone of stores. But I kind of already knew that that wasn't my purpose in life, but I think this just solidified it. And even though it's a terrible thing to happen, and it's something that's so terrible, I am actually very thankful for this pandemic to happen. And a lot of you are probably like, close your mouth for a second and let me finish before you start to judge. But the reason why I'm thankful for it is because it gives, I don't know about the rest of you, but it has given me a moment to stop and think. Stopping all excess noise, everything else. Like, there's no work right now. It is literally a moment for me to stop and think and say, what is it that I really want to do with myself? What is it that I'm not doing that I should be doing to really push myself forward? And how am I using my spirituality to really push? For me, that's why I consider myself more spiritual rather than religious. So it kind of, like I said, this whole pandemic has led me to silence myself and really get into my purpose, which is why I'm here with you all. And we're having the Yes Hour with Jay. The reason why I call it the Yes Hour is because I really want to celebrate. A part of me and my brand is always celebrating something. There's always something in life to celebrate, even though we may be all in the house right now on lockdown, experiencing social distancing, not in quarantine, people, but experiencing social distancing. I believe that there's always something to smile about. There's a yes in your life. And when you say yes, you just feel so much more inspired. And you feel, ugh, when I say yes, queen, yes, honey. Does that not put a big old smile on your face? Because it just did on mine. So we're gonna take this little bit of time to use it to motivate, inspire, talk about some stuff. Of course, if you know me, then you know I'm gonna talk some shit. Sorry, excuse my French. Sorry, Mama, if you're watching. But y'all know I'm gonna talk some shit. There's no doubt about it, because some people need to be checked, and we're gonna check some people on here. We're also gonna keep it real. And we're gonna have a little story time. So I just kind of did it in reverse because I like to do story time at the end. But we just had a little story time. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and we're gonna get back and we're gonna talk about some things that have been popping up on the internet. And hopefully everyone's been staying in tune, because y'all ain't got nothing else to do. So I know y'all on social media. Y'all probably see it on the Shade Room, on all these little blogs and stuff. So hold your tea. We're going to talk about some this week, and I'll be right back. Okay, stay tuned. You're watching the Yes Hour with Jay. And welcome back. And let's get right into this. So we're going to do a reality recap real quick because to know me and to know that I love reality TV. And I want to talk to you guys about a couple reality shows that premiered this week and some that are wrapping up. So the Kardashians, let's get into it. So I'm not sure if you guys saw it because I saw it and I'm sure y'all did too. But Kim and Kourtney just got into a fight, a real intense fight, first of all. And it was, of course, more dramatized than probably what it was. Because we all know that Kris Jenner is marketing extraordinaire. So for one, Kim just went on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon. Kim recently went on Jimmy Fallon and she was talking about the whole situation with her and Kourtney. And she was like, oh, she was really picking at Kourtney because Kourtney would show up to set unhappy all the time. Okay, sure. And then she's like, I kept on picking and then it led to this intense fight. So, first of all, to know the Kardashians is to know that these people are marketing geniuses. They've been on air for like 40 seasons now, which is absolutely ridiculous and unheard of. They have a new season coming out like every 2 months. Like they never take a break. They're always filming, which I think I applaud. But am I someone that always keeps up with the Kardashians? No. Do I care to? No. Who's my favorite Kardashian? It's not Kim, it's Kourtney. I love her for some reason. Love her. She's amazing. But do I feel the need to keep up with them? Do I feel the need to watch them on TV? No. Do I feel like it's over-dramatized? Yes. Do we all know it's over-dramatized? Yes. Do you know that Kris is a marketing extraordinaire? Yes. So, girl, this moment on TV, I was like, bye. I had to watch it just to see what was happening, but like I was like, no, bye. I don't really care. Like, bye, y'all. Like, y'all can save it for somebody else, okay? So, that's my little spiel on that. We're not gonna spend too much time on it. But the real tea for me is, did y'all watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta? So this past week, they did like a behind the scenes thing, which really irritated me. Because if you guys have been keeping up with everyone, then during this whole pandemic thing, there is no reunion show. And the reason that there is no reunion show is because they had to shut down filming. And they film the reunion show close to the end so that they can really rehash all this drama that's been worked out and all this craziness so that they can bring it back up and so it's fresh in everyone's mind. And so everyone's had a chance to watch the entire season. But no. What happened? Coronavirus had to sneak her ass on up in here and shut all that down. Okay? She said, nope, no more filming. So the crew could not even get like a reunion set up. And let me just tell you, I'm really sad because on the last episode, before this little bootleg behind the scenes episode that no one really cares about, on the last episode, they were wrapping up their last day in Greece and Nene had went off on Kenya. And if you know me, then you know I'm Team Nene. So go Nene, boo, I got your back. But in the situation, Portia's mama, her and her mama came out and she's like, and it threw everything all the way crazy because that whole fight was just overly too much. And the fact of the matter is, Kenya was wrong, Nene was definitely wrong, but both of them were wrong. But my whole problem with this whole season and what's irritating me is the fact that Cynthia does not stand up for what's right. She's with her friend. Oh no, Kenya wasn't trying to shade me. Girl, she was saying the hell out of you. Like, she was calling you out on not knowing why or anything so bad. And Kenya the Shade Queen knows that she was shading her too, so goodbye. Anyways, moving on. Tanya needed to stand up for herself some more too because, sorry, that old wimpy ass apology that she didn't give to her, not necessary. Like, Tanya, girl, I need you to go in there and be ready for the shade. Because, girl, you're easing off a little bit. I need you to push it on through, okay? Because you're with shade people. You need to know what you're doing. And let's see, what else happened in that episode? Kandi was boring. Sorry, Kandi Boo. Kandi, I need you to get your storyline together, honey, because this season you have just been boring and a snooze fest. But I love you and I support you and all of your 50,000 business ventures you and Todd have going on. But like, no, your story this season has been really boring. It's pedestrian. Like, we don't tune into the Real Housewives to see pedestrian lifestyles. I want to see the real. So that's my wrap on them. Sorry, y'all. And then I have to talk about one of my favorite shows. Now, I follow all of the Love and Hip Hop franchises. If you don't know that, then you don't know me and we can't be friends. because I love the ratchetness. It is so funny. It's absolutely hilarious. So y'all are probably gonna read me for filth, and that's okay. I have not started watching the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season that just premiered like 2 weeks ago. I have just been watching Love and Hip Hop Miami. Now, you can't totally read me for filth because I have it on my DVR, but I just haven't started watching it. And the reason being is I don't want to get into it yet, and I think they, actually no. I just don't want to get into it yet. Like, it's too much going on. Like, for me to sit down in front of a TV for that long, it's too much. Like, I'm already on lockdown. Like, I need to get up and read a book and do something else. Netflix has had my mind with, like, all these series that I've been watching, which we'll get to that on a later date. But, yeah. Love and Hip Hop Miami. Now you got this first part of the reunion that just aired this week, which is crazy. And might I say, it's boring. So here are my problems. The good part came at the end when Trina was letting Nicki Nash know what was good. She said, "What's good, baby boo?" She wasn't talking. She said, "Y'all don't let this lace front and these cute heels fool you, because I'm still that bitch." And she's the baddest bitch, and I love her. Anybody trying to come from her, you automatically got a problem with me. And second part, the whole Amara and Prima Donna argument, I don't get it. Can someone please enlighten me? Maybe leave a comment below and let me know, like, what is this really over? Because it really can't be over this girl bringing MJ's ex into the mix, because it's too much. Like, Prima is fighting like she ain't got no damn sense, and she's talking about all these $5 million businesses and shit. Like, girl, be an adult. Like, you know you was wrong. It's okay to say, I was wrong to bring this girl over here without telling you, Amara. I am sorry for that. Now, what you did was wrong too, and I need you to own that. But when you apologize to someone, and I don't think even the most successful adults know this, because with success does not come maturity. It's pretty clear. But what irritated me with the whole situation was neither one of them have truly apologized and just left it and deaded it. It's like, we keep it going. And I know it's reality TV, but at some point we gotta be like, all right, I gotta be an adult in this situation. Like, I gotta show all these young girls out here that it's unnecessary. Let me address it. Let me apologize for my part that I played in it, because everyone plays a part in something. And let me apologize for my part that I played in it and dead it and leave it alone. Like, I'm not expecting an apology from you because clearly you're not capable of it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And you apologize for that reason, because the apology is for you and not for them, okay? So that's the part two that I'm irritated with. And then the first part, what was girl Shay coming in and talking to Amara about MJ? Like, girl, let them be. Like, if they're in a situationship, let them be in a situationship right now. They're clearly not in a relationship, so let it be a situationship and let your brother be and let him experience his crap. Now, if that was my sister, I totally get where she's coming from, but like, at some point you gotta be like, okay, I will be here for you when you fall, but I'm gonna let you go through this on your own. So yeah, it's unnecessary. So that's my quick reality recap, because those are like the only shows that came on so far. I think tonight I am supposed to be watching Vanderpump Rules. Love Vanderpump Rules. And coming up, actually tomorrow on April 1st, my girls are back. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is back. And I'm super excited for this season to see where the producers take it, because in every season, if you haven't watched it, Lisa Vanderpump has been made to be the villain. She's the dark cloud. She's the one that always sorts all the drama. Like, no, so sorry. She's not here this season. So y'all need to come out with your new drama. And so from what I'm seeing, if you guys have seen the previews, and I'm sure you're gonna watch episode 2, is Denise is supposedly supposed to be the villain this season. But the true villain to me in my eyes throughout all these seasons since she's come on the show is Lisa Rinna. She has to get in there and stir shit up. Like, I can't. I'm an Erika Jayne fan. I'm an Erika Jayne fan. But throughout her seasons too, like, she's irritating me. Kyle, you ain't no true friend, boo, because if you were a true friend of Lisa, you would not have let her go out like that and not have fought for that lady, because y'all are the OGs of Beverly Hills. So, like, y'all need to come together, honey boo. But whatever. We're not going to talk about it for too much, because I can't wait to see this season, and I'm super excited. And RuPaul's Drag Race comes on today. When this episode airs, like you're gonna have to watch it because I'm gonna watch it too. And we're gonna talk about it next week because I'm a huge RuPaul fan. And Vanjie is back on this episode, and I'm excited because there's something else to do in the house. So yeah, that's my reality recap. That's my little tea for this week. We're gonna keep it nice and sweet and simple. Actually, no, we're not, because I have one more thing. If you guys have been keeping up with it, so Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift thing, which is making breaking news, with Todrick Hall getting involved. So I love Todrick's music. I love his energy that he brings on to the screen and all of that. But here is the tea, y'all. If you weren't caught up on it, so Todrick defended Taylor Swift because Kim went in and started slamming Taylor when Taylor just addressed the situation, because the full video of the conversation that Kim had with Taylor shows that they did not mention the lyrics of this girl, which is completely wrong because y'all drug her like a dog. Y'all tried to walk her like a dog all last year, saying like, no, it was like 2 years ago, whatever. Walk her like a dog, saying like, no, Taylor, you knew all about like the lyrics that were going to be released, like Kanye ran it past you. You showed this short little clip of like y'all talking about this, when in actuality, that's not what happened. Now you see the full clip. Y'all didn't clearly let that girl know, and it was all completely wrong. But neither here nor there. Well, I'll have our opinions on that like an asshole, because we all have them. But, so neither here nor there. But to get into the tea of the situation, I was... like, yes, Todrick, you go ahead, use it for your best friend, honey. Like, you do what you need to do and stand up for what is right. But coming to light, and after me doing further research, because I like to be educated on people, I went in and there is, if you ever saw Todrick around, like, before he blew up, you saw his assistant, Tommy. And his assistant let all the tea out. He said Todrick is really just using Taylor for her fame, and going after Kim is disgusting of him. He is a pedophile. Not a pedophile, but he sexually harassed him. He asked Tommy, his assistant, who's white, who dressed a little bit more urban, to like, he can't wear hats and to dress a little bit more white, once he started hanging out with Taylor and her people, and it was just, that's a lot of tea, y'all. So you have to go and look it up, because it kind of made me question my support for people. So like, we can always support people. You support what they do and what they stand up for what's right. But before you truly get behind someone, you need to know who they are. You need to know exactly like their character and all of that. And we all have not the right, but more so the responsibility to do justice on people that we're supporting. Not do justice, but do our research on those people that we are supporting, and that we know all the facts before we really get in there and make a comment and make ourselves look ignorant, especially for those of us that are in media and want to be media professionals. You need to do your research. And for me, I'm happy I did, because then this is an alleged claim, but we know that when there's smoke, there's always fire. And so there has to be some type of truth to this. Todrick has yet to address it. I think it's really coming out because Todrick stuck up for Taylor and is going against Kim right now, that his assistant. But these posts that I saw, if you look up his assistant has a Twitter page, and there's like all of the claims on there. So you need to go and look at it. I forgot his name. I was disturbed because he's also an OnlyFans user as well. So like, girl, when you go to his page, do not be shocked. Like, sorry, I'm gonna forewarn you now. It is NSFW, I think it's how they say it, not safe for work. But none of us are at work right now because we're all sitting at home. So just make sure that you don't look at it around your children. If you have kids, or your nieces and nephews, or your godchildren, whoever they are, not safe around the kids. But go to his page, look up all the articles because they're there. I was looking at them, now looking at his page, so don't go there, sister. But looking at his page and going through the articles, and it was just like some crazy stuff. Like, this man has claims upon claims upon claims, and he has receipts upon receipts upon receipts, apparently. And I want to know what's going to happen. And I want to see if this is truly going to be addressed, like, after we all come from out of lockdown after April 30th. If everyone stays their ass in the house. We shall see. But I will be back next week with more to talk about, another story time, because I'm sure something will happen even though I'm in the house. I go out for groceries just like the rest of you. And I go for my daily runs in the morning that I have to get myself back into doing, because we refuse to be fat during this hot girl summer. And my birthday is in July, which will probably be when we will be released from being on lockdown. And yeah, let's do that. So I want to do this, and I want to say a huge yes to all of my first responders, to my nurses, to the people literally on the front line of battling this pandemic that we're facing as a country and literally as a world right now. So to everyone that is out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes to you all, because you literally deserve it. And if this hasn't shown us anything, then we all need to literally sit back and rethink about some things, because to all the parents at home that say teachers don't deserve more money, look at what you're doing. Look how hard it is for you to teach your own children. They deserve more money. For everyone that ever questioned them, it's absolutely crazy. This is the moment where Jesus said, hello, pause, look at what you're saying, and look at what these people are doing for our kids. These people are teaching our kids the future, because they are our future, and they're educating them and they're teaching them in a way that is new and inventive and keeping everyone engaged so that we can all go to work and not have to worry about our kids. But then also the lunches that they give at school and things of that sort. There's a lot of things that if we look at it and put it into perspective, that we can learn from this moment that we probably don't think about and we take for granted. And we always like to have a comment on something, but now we're experiencing it all right now. And it's a sobering moment, if I do say so myself. So yes to all of you, yes. Make sure that you guys follow me on Instagram, JAY the original. And then also follow me on my Facebook page. It's called Black Man Black Purse. Also, be sure to visit my website, blackmanblackpurse.com. I am a blogger, a fashion blogger, so beyond this, like, you'll always see me kind of posting on there. I can't wait to get back outside to start shooting again and getting myself together. We're gonna keep this kind of as like my diary or my videography or whatever, to really get me out there in the business, because this year, and I'm putting this, and I'm manifesting this, because this year I will have started my own show and I will be on someone's network by the end of this year. No question about it. This is why we're starting this YouTube channel, to really put myself out there and to start connecting with you all, because I love connection. So if you see me on the street, make sure to say hey. And remember, stay tuned, because yes, everyone deserves a yes. Say a yes right there in your house, okay? Put it down on your face. Make sure to stay tuned. And I'm signing off. This is your boy Jay. Welcome.